Answers from as far as the eye can see to as close as the ground you're spinning on. From science and literature to history, math, and beyond. This is Academic League.
Good evening once again, folks, and welcome to the 2023 Academic League Championships. Tonight proves to be an epic battle. My name is Ebony Weathers. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be your host this evening. We have two amazing teams who have fought hard to be here. Tonight, it should be an epic showdown between Olympian High School and Del Norte. We're going to start by introducing the coach from Olympian, Deborah Hake. Deborah, if you could come up and join us here. Congratulations and thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Deborah, your students tell me that you love the Beatles, you love the Foo Fighters, and you love Nirvana.
Yes.
This is the question of the day, what is the best Beatles song of all time?
A Day in the Life.
It's a great choice. That's a great choice. Well, thank you for being here once again. If you could introduce your team to us,
I would love
starting
to.
from left to right.
Very proud of my team. Starting off to the left is Dante Garcia, our sophomore. He's into sports and playing the saxophone. Next is Dylan Yamzon. He's a junior. He loves to play volleyball and into singing. Our captain is Martin Costa. He's into ant keeping, house plants, and he loves his family. Next is Avery Batista. He's a junior. He loves to read comics and the occasional novel. He likes to take walks to the park to read, listen to music, and write. And finally is Riley Ramos, our senior. He's going to San Luis Obispo next year, where he'll be majoring in chemistry. He's been on our team since he was a freshman.
It's amazing, and I've seen your team. They're amazing young people, so it's going to be a great battle tonight.
Thank you.
You can go ahead and join the coaches. Thank you so much. And next up, we will bring the coach from Del Norte up to join us, Tom Swanson. Tom, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Now, your students also tell me that you studied political science at UCLA, and you've been teaching for 27 years.
I have.
And that's longer than I've been alive, but tell me
Doesn't make me
your
feel good.
highlight. Tell me your highlight of all those 27 years.
Oh, wow, a single highlight. That's tough. This has to be up there because I taught each and every one of these kids up here. So to see them do this is pretty cool.
That's awesome. Can you introduce your team to us
I
tonight?
can do that. So on the left, we have Amon Jane. He has the same birthday as J.K. Rowling and oddly Harry Potter as well, too. Dominic De La Torre is second. He plays the viola, and he's the assistant principal of the San Diego Youth Symphony. We have Kinish Satish, who tells me he almost drowned in Lake Shasta when he was 10 years old. We have Madhumita Naranyan, who is going to UIUC next year. Then we have Connor Fang, who is a junior, and he hopes to go to college next year. But The Raven was published on his birthday.
Well, thank you so much. Your team also had a great semifinals, and so we're excited for what tonight brings. You can go ahead and join our coaches, and we'll introduce our moderator, Mark Hines. Mark is a history teacher and the Academic League Commissioner. He's a San Diego City Teacher of the Year, a San Diego County Teacher of the Year, and during the summer, Mark runs a surf camp. Mark, thank you for leading this today. Take it away.
Thank you, Ebony. We'll start the clock with 30 minutes and the first toss-up for either team. Named from a 19th century minstrel show character played in blackface by a white man, what two-word term describes to Del Norte?
Jim Crow.
Yes. Name these items of clothing from their examples. A. Culottes, jodhpurs, bell-bottoms.
We have our answer, pants.
Correct. Espadrille, brogan, slingback.
Just do bags.
Bags, all right. We have our answer, bags.
Those are actually shoes, believe it or not. And fedora, tricorn, Gatsby.
We have our answer, hat.
Yes, good. Thank you. For either team on a Monday in June, this war began with the destruction of the Egyptian Air Force. By Thursday, both Del Norte.
6-Day War.
Yes, good. Answer these about Michelangelo's paintings in the Sistine Chapel for your bonus. A. Works depicting this biblical book include the creation of Eve and the deluge.
Genesis. All right. We have our answer Genesis.
Correct, yes. One of the chapel's circular shields shows this prophet being carried to heaven in a chariot of fire.
Elijah. All right. We have our answer Elijah.
Correct, good. This prophet's painting is on the ceiling over the chapel's altar in front of a large fish near his left leg.
John the Baptist. From Moses.
Just say John the Baptist.
All right. We have our answer John the Baptist.
That one's actually Jonah. For that. And back to the toss-ups. In the novel where these creatures first appear, they always wear blue. In the most famous movie where they appear, they wear bright colors and are often portrayed by adults. Olympian.
Trolls.
Pardon?
Trolls.
No, I'm sorry. Often portrayed by adults with dwarfism. In later novels, and we go to Del Norte.
Oompa Loompas?
No, I'm sorry. It would have gone on to tell you the Wizard of Oz, so that would have been Munchkins. All right, we'll go to the next toss-up. One of this artist's more famous etchings, which shows Jesus and several stories about Jesus, is known today as the 100 Guilder print. About 10 to Del Norte.
Rembrandt?
Yes, good, Rembrandt. Answer these about Jane Austen's novel, Sense and Sensibility. It begins, the family, with this last name shared by two sisters, had long been settled in Sussex.
All right. We have our answer. I defer to Connor.
Dashwood?
Yes. B. Mr. Ferrers, with this first name, marries Eleanor after his fiancée Lucy marries his brother Robert instead.
Say that.
We have our answer Arthur.
Edward would be that answer. Colonel Brandon marries Eleanor's sister, who has this first name.
Marianne?
All right. We have our answer Mary.
Close. Marianne. All right, for either team. In this election year, the Democrat challenger said, "My opponent will raise taxes." To Olympian.
1984.
Yes? Wow. All right, for your bonus, answer these about hardcover nonfiction books on the New York Times bestseller list from 2021. A. This radio and Fox News host wrote American Marxism.
Sean Hannity.
Oh, we have our answer Sean Hannity.
No, Mark Levine. Sorry. Next, this host of No Spin News wrote Killing the Mob, a new book in his series that includes Killing Reagan and Killing the Rising Sun.
This guy loves killing things. You have anyone, Dante?
Tucker Carlson. All
We have our
right.
answer Tucker Carlson.
Bill O'Reilly would have been that answer.
Okay.
The book An Ugly Truth Inside Facebook's Battle for Domination features this businessman on the cover.
This man. Probably Mark Zuckerberg, right? We have our answer Mark Zuckerberg.
That's right, Mark Zuckerberg. For other team now, the Grimm's version of her story says that she planted a hazel tree when her mother died. That version also says that a bird brought her a pretty dress for the ball. To Del Norte.
Cinderella.
Yes. Math for your bonus. Give these calculus terms. A. Type of definite integral where one endpoint is infinity.
Improper. We have our answer improper.
Improper. Adjective describing a maximum or minimum point within a given interval for a curve.
Relative or
Some
absolute?
critical point, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
critical point. We have our answer critical point.
Local or relative would have been that answer. Type of differentiation used when a dependent variable is not isolated on one side of an equation. Thus, the derivative of y squared is 2y dy over dx.
Implicit differentiation. All right, we have our answer implicit differentiation.
That's right, implicit. Thank you. And we'll go back to the toss-ups. Only the island of Greenland is larger than this island that is, like Hispaniola, divided into east and west, two major parts. Its animals are similar to Australia's, while its plants to Olympian.
Madagascar.
No, I'm sorry. While its plants are similar to Asia's. Del Norte.
Galapagos.
No, I'm sorry. New Guinea would have been that answer. For the team, the Greek version of this story says that he still admires himself in the river Styx. The Roman version says that the prop to Olympian.
Adonis.
No, I'm sorry. The Roman version says that the prophet Tiresias recommended this boy never get to recognize himself, and adds in a nymph named Echo who pined away for him. Identified this boy Can you reset?
Sorry.
Del Norte, please.
Narcissus.
Narcissus. All right, Narcissus. Bonus. Name the wars that included these battles fought by the United States and other countries or off another country's coast. 1. Battles of Cerro Gordo and Palo Alto.
Mexico.
American.
We ever answer the Mexican-American War?
Good, yes. Battles of Cambrai and Mus Algon.
World War II.
World War II, okay. We ever answer World War II?
World War I would have been that one, sorry. Battles of Quezon and Hamburger Hill.
Wait. Korean.
Korea. Yeah, Korean War. We ever answered the Korean War?
I'm sorry, Vietnam would have been that answer. And back to the toss-ups. One aspect of this sporting position is a stance that may include a C-cut or butterfly positions. Another aspect focuses on 4 different methods of body placement, one outside the crease, one on the edge of the crease, one in the blue paint, and we go to Del Norte.
Cricket.
No, I'm sorry. One in the blue paint, one hugging a post. Identify this position that in both hockey and soccer is the last line of defense before the net. Olympian, please.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, goaltender, goalie. Yes. For your bonus language arts, these 9-letter words start with W. A. When measuring electricity usage, 1,000 of these units is abbreviated as 1 kWh. Make sure that your answer is in plural.
WH.
Wait, kilowatt hours or
Yeah,
something?
kilowatt hours, yeah.
Doesn't it start with W though? I think so. It needs to start with W.
I don't know.
Watt hours.
Okay.
We have our answer for the player too. Watt hours.
Watt hours, yes. This member of the squirrel family that eats from gardens is also called a groundhog.
Weasels.
Wombat?
No, it's not
No,
that.
wombat.
It's like
Weevil.
aren't we have our answer weevil?
What must Chuck wood?
Oh, Chuck. Okay.
A woodchuck. Webster defines this adjective as resulting from a caprice or subject to unpredictable change.
Oh, I don't know. Wambastic.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have our answer wizarding.
Whimsical. Back to the toss-ups. The
Timeout.
pupils will take a timeout.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
We're back after a brief timeout. We still have over 20 minutes left. Our score is Del Norte High School 125 and Olympian High School 25. We'll start the clock and go on with the next toss-up for either team. The People's Liberation Front in this country's northernmost Olympian.
Vietnam.
No, I'm sorry, I'll continue. Northernmost region of Tigray is current Del Norte.
Ethiopia.
Yes, Ethiopia. For your bonus, you may need a pencil. One factor of the cubic expression x cubed minus x squared minus 22x plus 40 is x minus 2. A, give the remaining quadratic expression after the x minus 2 is factored out.
Defer to me. All right. We have our answer.
Yes, please.
I defer to Aman.
Yes, please.
X squared plus X minus 20.
Perfect. Yes. B, set that expression equal to 0 and give the positive solution for x.
4. All right. We have our answer. 4.
Good. Give the negative solution for x.
-5. All right. We have our answer. -5.
Good, very good, thank you. All right, back to the toss-ups. In the culinary world, this word describes a soup often made with shrimp or lobster that contains rice and ground up shells of other sea creatures. Give this 6-letter word that in art, Olympian please.
Gumbo.
Almost. Give this 6-letter word that in art describes either a shade of light brown or a piece of pottery that was put in the kiln. Del Norte.
Disc.
Disc, yes, good. Name these countries, please, that border the North Sea. The Skagerrak Strait separates this country from Denmark.
Sweden.
Norway.
Norway.
Yeah.
All right. We have our answer. Norway.
Correct. The Frisian Islands are off the coast of Germany and of this neighboring country.
Netherlands. We ever answer the Netherlands?
Correct. The southwest border of the North Sea is a line between England's Leathercoat Point and this country's walled lighthouse.
Scotland.
Sure.
Alright, we ever answer Scotland?
France would be that answer, so 20 on the bonus. For either team now, protection of a large building against this occurrence may include the use of structural steel. Del Norte.
An earthquake.
Yes. Name these Supreme Court justices. Activists agitated in 2021 for this justice to retire so Joe Biden could put in place a younger liberal, but he says he's not going anywhere.
Ginsburg.
We ever answer Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Stephen Breyer would be that answer.
What are we doing?
He joined the court in 2005, replacing Sandra Day O'Connor, angering some who thought O'Connor's seat should continue to be held by a woman.
Alito.
Just defer to you. Alright, we ever answer? I defer to Connor.
Alito.
Yes. And see, before becoming the dean of Harvard Law School, she got a master's degree in philosophy at Oxford.
Either Kagan?
Sotomayor.
Sotomayor or Kagan?
I defer. Oh, we ever answer? I defer to Connor.
Kagan.
Yes, good. Elena Kagan. All right, thank you. Back to the toss-ups. Examples of this phrase include fights about money or household chores or one person's long-distance work relationship. In states with no-fault divorce, this phrase is the reason given for divorce. Give this two-word legal phrase, Del Norte.
Irreconcilable differences.
Stop the clock, please. Judges, judge. Correct. Okay, we'll start the clock. Irreconcilable differences, yes. So we'll start the clock again, and for your bonus, answer these about the planet Venus. It has the hottest surface temperature of any planet because of its thick clouds of this deadly chemical that keep the heat in.
No, it's carbon.
Oh, it's carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ever answer carbon monoxide?
I'm sorry, sulfuric acid would be that answer. A future Venus mission called Da Vinci is designed to explore if Venus ever had one of these. Earth has several large ones.
Ocean.
Ocean. Alright, we ever answer ocean.
Yes, there you go. Venus was the first planet to be explored by a spacecraft when this NASA craft, launched far from Seattle, flew by it in 1962.
Mariner.
Mariner. Alright, we ever answer the Mariner?
Mariner, in this case Mariner 2, correct. And back to the toss-ups. Started by its namesake Bert and Irv, it has created more than 1,000 different flavors since it opened in 1945, including favorites apple pie and pumpkin pie. Name this ice cream company, now owned by Dunkin' Donuts, that became famous by selling Del Norte.
Baskin Robbins.
Yes. For your bonus, give the term that completes each of these double-angle trig identities. A, sine 2x equals 2 sine x times this.
Cosine x. Alright. We ever answer cosine x?
Good. Cosine 2x equals cosine x squared minus this.
Sine squared x.
What?
Sine squared x.
Alright. We ever answer sine squared x?
Yes. Tangent 2x equals 2 tangent x divided by the quantity 1 minus this.
Tangent squared.
Tangent squared x. Alright. We ever answer tangent squared x?
Yes, you got it. Thank you. For other team, this concept can be drawn with a ratstrum that holds 5 pieces of chalk, 5 pencils, or 5 ballpoint pens at the same time. Name this concept, often broken into several pieces by written vertical bars whose 5 lines and the 4 spaces between them are used in sheet music to indicate what notes to Del Norte.
Like a staff?
Yes, staff. For your bonus, the movie The Golden Compass is based on the first volume of his trilogy called His Dark Materials. Name this contemporary British author.
Pullman.
I'll just defer to you. You ever answer? I defer to Monavita.
Pullman.
Pullman, yes, Philip Pullman. The title of the book from which the movie was made is actually this 2-word English phrase for the Aurora Borealis.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. We ever answer the Northern Lights?
Yes. Pullman's recent novel, La Belle Sauvage, and The Secret Commonwealth are part of a series called The Book of This.
Patience.
Okay.
Well. People.
Just go. Just go.
Alright, we ever answer lights?
Dust would actually be the answer. This next toss-up is math. In terms of pi, give the area of a 240-degree sector of a circle whose radius is 6 inches. Del Norte.
24 pi inches squared.
Correct. For your bonus, name these states whose former Air Force bases are now part of the U.S. Space Force. A. Vandenberg Air Force Base is in this state along U.S. Highway 101 north of Santa Barbara.
California.
All right, we have our answer, California.
Yes. The 3 bases in this state include Buckley, near the city of Aurora, and 2 others near U.S. Olympic Committee headquarters.
Colorado. All right, we have our answer, Colorado.
Good. This state's Patrick Space Force Base is between Cocoa Beach and Satellite Beach.
Florida?
Sure. That makes sense, yeah. All right, we have our answer, Florida.
Yes, good. Back to the toss-ups. Its title character dies near the North Pole after chasing and we go to Del Norte.
Frankenstein.
Yes. Identify these scandals during the presidency of Ulysses S. Grant. A. The 1869 scandal on Black Friday involved a plot by Jay Gould and James Fisk to corner the market on this valuable substance.
Gold. All right, we have our answer, gold.
Gold. An 1875 ring of conspirators was found to have been evading taxes on this beverage.
Whiskey.
All right, we have our answer, whiskey.
Yes. This sham construction company was chartered to build the Union Pacific Railroad and gave out its profits to its board of directors and shareholders.
All right, we have our answer, Credit Mobilier.
Yes, very good. Toss up. This city was named by the French in 1862 and later nicknamed the Pearl. And we go to, I don't see, I guess that wasn't a buzz. Pearl of the Orient. This city became Del Norte?
Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes, or Saigon, either way. Name the Old Testament book written by Moses that contains the story of A. How Joshua and Caleb tell Moses that the promised land can be conquered.
Exodus.
All right, we have our answer, Exodus.
Numbers would be that one. Noah and the Ark.
Exodus.
All right, we have our answer, Exodus.
Genesis. Moses parting the Red Sea.
Exodus.
Exodus, you got that. All right. This country, for either team, now this country had 9 provinces in 1929, including Farah and Maymunah. Today it has 34 provinces, including Baghlan and Nimruz. Name this Asian country whose languages include Olympian.
Iran.
No, I'm sorry. Who include Dari and Pashto, and who's Del Norte?
Afghanistan.
Yes. For your bonus, answer these about Daniel Defoe's novel Robinson Crusoe. A. Robinson first went to sea in the middle of this century.
17th?
16th.
All right, we have our answer, the 16th.
No, 17th. It was during the 1600s. Before he was marooned on an island, the most famous part of his story, Robinson spent 4 years as a middle-class farmer in and learned Portuguese in this country.
Brazil. Yeah. All right, we have our answer, Brazil.
Yes. After Robinson helped this prisoner escape from a group of cannibals, he gave the prisoner this name after the day of the week when the escape took place.
Friday. All right, we have our answer, Friday.
Correct. Good. This toss-up will involve science. When this word has the suffix oid, it refers to any rock in space, no matter the size. Olympian?
Meteor.
Yes, good. Bonus is math. Jim is 52 years older than his grandson Dan and 82 years older than his great-grandson Mike. If the sum of the ages, the 3 ages, is 115, how old is Jim?
How old?
How old is Jim?
No, sorry, what was the sum?
15. We have our answer, defer to 2.
40.
I'm sorry, 83. How about Dan?
Which one is Dan? Was he 52?
Yeah, 52, yeah, 52.
So it would be 12. Oh, wait, how old was he?
Have our answer, defer to 2.
47.
Oh, it's 31. How about Mike?
How old was the guy?
80, right?
83. I don't know, 1.
Okay, we have our answer, defer to 2.
1.
Yes? And we'll take a brief timeout and be right back.
Everybody has a dream. mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
We're back after a brief timeout. There were no changes at Olympian, but we did have a substitution here at Del Norte. So we'll go to team captain Kinish to tell us who's just come in.
This is Muhan. He's going to the University of Minnesota to be a mechanical engineer, and he's a great guy.
Thank you. We'll start the clock and continue. Identify the disaster whose occurrence is the main backdrop of the David Graham novel Down to the Sunless Sea, the Neville Shute novel On the Beach, John Rourke's novel series about the Surrealist, and the James Foreman novel Doomsday Plus 12. To Del Norte.
D-Day?
No, I'm sorry. Olympian. Olympian.
San Francisco earthquake.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
San Francisco earthquake.
No, I'm sorry. Nuclear war would have been the answer. Next toss-up. Give the two solutions to the quadratic equation 2x squared plus 7x minus 4 equals 0. That answer is one half and negative 4. Next toss-up. This city's 1781 founding by England on the river, its takeover by France the next year, its takeover by Holland 2 years after that, who renamed it for the head of the Dutch West India Company, and its reclaiming by England in 1812, all occurred during the reign of the British monarch for whom this South American city is now named. Can you identify this capital of Guyana to Del Norte?
Georgetown.
Yes, Georgetown. Your bonus: about once every 11 years, the sun's magnetic field goes through a solar cycle where the north and south magnetic poles switch places. A. At the beginning and end of each cycle, the sun has the fewest of these. In the middle of the cycle, it has the most.
Sunspots. Yeah. We have our answer, sunspot.
Good. This two-word term describes a large eruption of electromagnetic radiation from the sun.
We have our answer, solar flares.
Good. The outermost part of the sun's atmosphere sometimes sends a very large dose of plasma into space called a CME, which stands for
Coronal mass ejection. Coronal mass ejection, I want to say.
All right, I'll just defer to you. We have our answer. I defer to Muhan.
Coronal mass ejection.
That's correct. Yes. For either team now, this instrument was played by jazz greats Pepper Adams, Lockjaw Davis, Wayne Shorter, and Paul Desmond. Name this woodwind instrument also played by Ornette Coleman, Cannonball Adderley. To Del Norte?
Saxophone.
Yes. For your bonus, identify these TV series franchises on CBS from their new aspects in 2021. Its first series, set in Las Vegas, is returning as a miniseries with the characters Gil Grissom and Sarah Siddle.
Las Vegas? CSI?
All right, we have our answer. I defer to Connor.
CSI.
CSI, right. Please speak louder. After ending its New Orleans version in the spring of 2021, this franchise is adding a Hawaii version.
CIS.
Yeah.
Defer to you. All right, we have our answer. I defer to Madmita.
NCIS.
Yes, good. Created by Dick Wolf of Law and Order fame, this series began in New York, added a Most Wanted spin-off, and now has one called International.
Like crime.
We have our answer, Curious George.
It's FBI. For either team now, pencils required as a mixed number in lowest terms. Find the equivalent capacitance of 3 capacitors in series that are 3 microfarads, 16 microfarads, and 24 microfarads. That answer is 2 2/7. After losing in the final round of the 2021 playoffs, this team remade its 2022 roster with aging veterans, including Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza, and Dwight Howard, who already played for this team when they were younger. Olympian?
Orlando.
No, I'm sorry. And I'll keep going. Name this NBA team that hopes to win a title by signing Carmelo Anthony and Russell Westbrook. Del Norte.
The Clippers?
The Lakers.
Well, Russell Westbrook's at the Clippers now.
For other team, this author had several surgeries on his eyes during his years in Switzerland. His short story, The Dead. Olympian, please.
James Joyce.
Good. For your bonus, I'll give you a Cartesian ordered pair and you convert it to an ordered pair in polar coordinates, please.
I don't even know how to do that.
Use pi and square roots as necessary. A, -3, and 0.
I don't even know how to do this.
Anyone know how to do
Let me just take a podcast.
We have our answer. Defer to 2.
Pi 0.
3 pi. How about 2, 2?
Okay, let's using our previous logic. Oh, no.
We have our answer. Defer to player 2.
-2 pi square root 2.
It would be 2 root 2 and pi over 4. How about 0 and -6?
All right, I'm 0 for 2 right now.
3 pi over 2.
Okay.
We have our answer. Defer to player 2.
3 pi over 2.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear an answer.
3 pi over 2.
Okay, it was 6, 3 pi over 2.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
We're back after a brief timeout. There are no changes at Olympian, but I see that Del Norte has a new captain. Madamita, tell us who's come in for you today.
This is Luis. His first language is Spanish, but he also speaks English.
Okay, that's great. We'll start the clock with almost 5 minutes left. For either team now, pencils and papers might be needed, including an integration constant. Give the integral of 96x squared dx. Right away to Del Norte.
32x cubed plus c.
Perfect. Social studies bonus. This river has one power plant on the American side and another on the Canadian side. Name this short river that connects the Lake Erie and Lake Ontario area and includes a huge waterfall.
Niagara.
Okay, we have our answer, Niagara.
Correct, yes. The river leaves Lake Erie at this United States city.
Buffalo. We have our answer, Buffalo.
Yes. The Audubon Society considers the Niagara River corridor a solid supporter of these creatures.
Birds.
We have our answer, birds.
Yes, birds. In the summer of 2021, this country was the first to announce plans to stop counting COVID cases, saying that with only 36 deaths on an island of 6 million people, vaccination rates there should be enough to resume normal life. Name this Asian city-state known for its strict punishment to Olympian.
Singapore.
Yes. Name these contestants in the Home Run Derby at Major League Baseball's 2021 All-Star Game. Colorado Rockies shortstop just missed making the finals.
Colorado plays baseball.
I didn't even know they had a team.
Okay. We have our answer. Defer to 1.
Otani.
No, Trevor Story. This Baltimore Orioles player made the finals less than 2 years after his diagnosis of colon cancer.
Do you watch baseball?
Orioles?
No, I do not.
Colon cancer. We have our answer. Defer to 1.
Davis.
Mancini, Trey Mancini. This struggling New York Mets first baseman defended his Derby title from 2019.
New York Mets, and he's suffering? Okay.
Have you seen that video?
We have our answer. Defer to 1.
Tatis Jr.
His name is Pete Alonso. All right, back to the toss-up. Some 1,000 years after it was begun, this artwork was partially excavated by Thutmose IV, named for a beast of myth whose body comprised 2 Olympian.
Sphinx.
Sphinx is right, yes. Can you answer, please, these questions about the nymph named Daphne from Greek myth? A, when this god, famed for his archery skills, made fun of Cupid, Cupid decided to get him back by making 2 arrows, one for him and one for Daphne.
We have our answer. Apollo.
Yes. Cupid shot Apollo with his gold arrow so he would fall in love with Daphne. He then shot Daphne with an arrow made of this heavy metal to make her hate Apollo.
Isn't it like lead or something?
Yeah,
lead isn't heavy.
I don't remember.
It's not heavy.
Is it lead? I think lead is a heavy metal.
We have our answer. Lead.
Good, yes. Apollo began chasing Daphne. When he was about to catch her, her father changed her into this evergreen tree whose wreaths were then given to the winners of the games held in Apollo's honor.
We have our answer. Laurel.
Laurel is right. Good. For either team, 3 of the 64 possibilities of this week sequence all mean stop. The other 61 possibilities to Olympian.
Codons?
Yes, good.
Okay.
For your bonus, rioting in this country's KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng provinces began in July 2021 after its former president Jacob Zuma began serving a sentence for contempt of court. Can you name this country?
Venezuela. No. We have our answer to further player 1.
Brunei.
South Africa would be that answer.
Oh, yes.
Zuma went to jail for refusing to testify about allegations of his corruption during his 9 years as South African president, after which Zuma was replaced by this current president.
The current president of South Africa.
Do you know, Dante?
No.
Okay, I think Nelson Mandela.
Don't.
Mandela. Oh my god.
His name is Cyril Ramaphosa. Zuma got into politics as president of this political party that has ruled South Africa ever since Nelson Mandela was elected in 1994.
ANC,
Okay, we have our answer, ANC.
Yes, the African National Congress. For other team, adverbs and adjectives can be described by this term that can dangle or be misplaced. To Del Norte.
Modifier.
Yes. Give these terms associated with viruses for your bonus. A, this outer shell of protein surrounds a virus's genetic material.
Coat.
We have our answer, coat.
No, capsid would be that answer. This word starting with R describes any process a virus uses to reproduce.
No answer.
Replication would be that answer. And your final bonus, any virus that replicates within a bacterium.
Bacteriophage.
We have our answer, bacteriophage.
Correct. Good. Thank you to both teams. We'll call up Ebony.
Folks, we just watched our fantastic 2023 Academic League Championship. Our winners tonight, Del Norte, with a final score of 580 to 105. Congratulations. Congratulations to both teams. I'd like to invite the coach from our Olympian team to come on up and join us. You all fought hard. You had a wonderful match. Thank you so much. And we'd like to share this with you for your hard work today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You can go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
And we're going to head on over to Del Norte, our champions for tonight. I'd like to invite our coach from Del Norte on up. Hard fought, wonderful match. Your team was super exciting to watch, and we want to give this to you for your first place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, Del Norte High School, our winners for our 2023 Academic League Championships. Congratulations to both teams.
Let's go, guys.